All right, what is going on, everybody? This is Trudger MC, and yes, we are back at it again with the Todd McFarlane manga spawn. Today we are looking at the manga Violator, who can launch slime from a catapult and store it in his rib cage. So, pretty straightforward stuff here. America's Best-Selling Comic Book. We have on the back here a checklist. We've looked at Manga Spawn, we're looking at Manga Violator, and then we have Clown. We've already looked at Clown, we've already looked at the Master of Stealth, and then we have these two yet to look at. And then we have Spawn Series 8, you might recognize some of them. The Spawn the movie, you might recognize some of them. Total Chaos Series 2, you might recognize some of them. And then we have some information here on how these work. And then we have a little bio here for what this guy is all about. And as you can see here, it sounds like he is actually a separate character from Manga Clown. So, yeah, it's like, Temple of Darkness is a result of Manga Clown's deepest rage. So it sounds like he and Manga Clown are actually different characters, which I think is kind of interesting. Considering in the regular Spawn story, Violator is basically the true form, and then Clown is like an alternate form that he has, but he's ultimately the same guy. So, I guess without any further ado, let's take this guy out of the package, because this guy's a little late to the review. I was planning on reviewing this guy a lot sooner, but some other stuff happened, but it's all good. So, let's get this guy out of here. See what he is all about. Alright, so we got this. We're not going to look at that because we've already looked at something like that before. Alright, and then I guess let's get some of these out of here. Well, provided we get the tape out of the way first. So, let's do just that. Let's get the tape out. Maybe not. There we go. There's that one. So, we'll just put that up there, I guess. And we'll do the same thing with this one here. Get this out. Get this out. Get out. There we go. There's that. And then, ooh, here's some really slimy slime. This thing is, I can already tell this thing actually has quite a bit of texture. This thing is gross. Ew. That's like weird. So, yeah, that's definitely interesting. And, oh, this guy just came out like that. Okay. What about this thing on here? I don't know what that's about. I don't even know how to get that off. Oh, wait, yes I do. Yes I do. It's a twisty tie, but I didn't see this part on there. That's kind of weird. I guess they were hiding it. You see, normally what they do is they have that on, like they have it, behind here, like behind the packaging, but I guess they didn't do that this time around. So, yeah, here he is. And this guy looks fun. So, here he is, and he looks really interesting. So, I don't actually have a regular Violator figure, but what I do have is Vertebraker from Series 3, so I feel like they stack up pretty well there. And then here is, of course, the Master of Stealth. So the size is pretty interesting there. He's taller, but, not by too much. And then here he is with, you guessed it, the Marvel Select Spider-Man. So, yeah, they actually look about the same height, which is kind of interesting considering this guy's supposed to be, pretty big for a 6-inch scale figure. Now, as far as how tall this guy actually is, let's find out together. So, he is, let's say, including the top of the catapult arm up there, like all the way up there, let's say that he is about just shy of 9 inches. And like I said, that's including the very top of this. So, there's that. And if we flip that around to metric, that translates to, let's say, just under 24 centimeters. So, yeah, this guy has some size to him, which makes sense given how he's a monster. And before we get into the look, I guess this does kind of tie into the look, But him in the package basically being like this, I don't know why, but this gives me like Space Jam vibes. Like, if any of y'all have seen like the original Space Jam, this guy reminds me of like a character from that. Like he's part of the alien basketball team. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought that's like this guy looks like he's from Space Jam. If y'all agree with that, definitely let me know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I think the head looks good. Definitely looks like a like regular Violator. I like the red eyes there. I think the red eyes look really cool. So there's that, and then you got like some really nasty looking teeth. The inside of the mouth looks good. So it's all like muscly and gummy and stuff like that. So definitely looks like there's supposed to be like a tongue in there and that kind of thing. Um, so yeah, it doesn't really move a whole lot, but there you go. You get that. You have some muscle tissue like exposed on the arms there. It's like he has like part of his skin missing, and you just see like the muscle underneath. I think that looks pretty good. Then you got some more bones like protruding from his elbow there, as well as his hand and his fingernails. They look really nasty and all of that. And, pretty standard stuff. We have some more Japanese here. I don't know what that says, but if you do, definitely let me know because I am curious. And you have it. Nope, you don't have it on the other side. It's just on this side. All right. And then you have these wings here. I'm not entirely sure what these are all about, but I guess you could like have them like up, or you could have them down, and that's kind of about it. So I guess you could fly, but only like a little bit. So there you go. Then you have this catapult arm up here that basically just looks like it's a whole bunch of bone. It just has like a little bit of skin along the main part of it, I suppose. So that looks pretty cool. Then if you go along the back, and I guess if you move these out of the way, you have his rib cage, which I can tell it's supposed to open up a little bit, so that's kind of interesting. We'll look at that later. I do like the wings, how they're like this translucent, it's like a pinkish orange type color. I like that. And then I like the detail there. It actually looks like a real like fly wing, so that's pretty cool. Then you have some more musculature and some more tissue and veins, and I don't know, but those are like black, and it looks really gross, but I'm sure that that's the intention. Given the character, as well as the whole vibe of this, where it's basically like, manga, but like super twisted and disgusting and all of that, so I think that that's appropriate. These things on the back, I'm not entirely sure what these are. I don't know if these are positionable or not, but yeah, they definitely look interesting. It's kind of like a tail, but it's like split off at the end there. So that's kind of interesting. And then I do really like the color that they have like for his armor up here, as well as here for the legs. Like these parts here, it's like the same color. It's like this metallic blue type color. I think that's cool. And I like the red on there. But then I also like kind of like this, I don't even know, like a metallic, but like a faded metallic color. I don't even know what you would call this. Like, if any of y'all know what color this is, definitely let me know. I know that this is red, but like, what is this part? I think that looks really cool, regardless. So there you go. It's not really a whole lot of detail over there, but then you do have some like grooves and lines, and I guess these are supposed to be like hydraulics maybe for making the legs move or something like that. I don't entirely know. But yeah, you do have that. And the feet, they don't really have a whole lot going on, but that's about it. So I think that's pretty straightforward as far as articulation goes. The mouth can move like that. There's nothing in the head. It can't turn or anything like that, but the arms do move. They can move up and down, and I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So the hands can, looks like the hands can actually move. Yep, the hands can rotate around like this. He could be like, yo, what's up? He can do one of those things. So there you go. And then with the wings, they can move up and down. Now, it looks like that's about it. So there you go. This can, with it being a catapult, I can go back and then I can go forward. And that's about it. As far as these things, I have no idea what these are. But they can't really move around a whole lot. They're kind of stiff. So it doesn't feel like they have a wire in them, so I think they're just meant to be like that. So I guess that's about it for that. And then for the legs, they can go forward and back a decent amount, provided these aren't in the way. So there you go. And then you do get a knee joint. I'm actually surprised that there's a knee joint there. So this guy definitely looks like he's doing basketball now. He's like, jumping up in the air and, is going to do a slam dunk or something like that. I don't know, but I guess with his legs being out like that, I suppose he could actually stand up straighter. So provided these are not in the way. But yeah, so he can actually stand up all the way, and I didn't know he could do that, but that looks really weird. If you have it this way, it looks like he's shaped like the number 7, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I don't know if he's supposed to look like that, but that is an option that you can have him look like that. But yeah, and then with the ankles, they can move forward and back, and that's about it. So that is about all that I have with this guy as he is. However, I am going to look at the back of the box here, and I'm going to determine exactly what you can do with this. So, store slime and rib cage by opening the hinge bones. You see, I tried to do that, but I was too afraid of breaking the figure. But yeah, it looks like this is supposed to open up, maybe. I really don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. Oh, okay, yeah. So it just kind of goes out like that. And it kind of goes out in an angle. Interesting. So it doesn't really go just like straight down. It kind of goes out at a bit of an angle. And then you can take this thing. This thing is so gross. I don't know if y'all can get the idea with this thing, but it feels disgusting. It feels like boogers and stuff like that. So I don't like this. I think it's disgusting. I guess I'll show off the catapult feature because it's here. So I guess what you can do is you can take this, put it back, and then let it go. And then there it goes. I'm not going to do that again because I think this is gross. But I guess what you could also do is you could just kind of store it in there and then close it up. But then you can't even really see it. I don't know. Can y'all tell that I don't like this? I think this thing is really gross. I'm probably just not going to bother with that. But yeah, so that's an option. And that says to launch slime. Yeah, we know that. All right, to attach horns, it says line up slots with tab on horn, then insert all the way in and turn. Horn can turn around, but avoid trying to take it back out as you might break tab. Okay, good to know. So these are the horns, I suppose, and these go in the legs, I guess. All right. So I guess they can maybe go which one is for which one? Let's find out here. So, yeah, it looks like, yeah, okay, so it is these ones here. All right, so, yeah, it looks like they go in kind of like this. So, which one is it, though? Is it this one? Do we try this one, maybe? No, it's definitely not that one. All right, so, I guess it is this one. So, I suppose what you can do is you can like plug it in and then turn it so that it is facing in the correct direction. Whoa, I just moved that. I don't know what I just did. So yeah, I guess you can just kind of plug it in there and then you could also turn it. So something like that. I don't know. I actually kind of like it looking up like that. Let's try the same thing on this side here. See what that looks like. Because maybe I don't have these in correctly, or maybe I do. You know what? Let's just go with that. Let's just say that that's what that's supposed to look like. I think that actually looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. It looks kind of weird, but it works, And I think, what you can do is you can stand this guy up more, and then whoops. And then if you stand him up more, I guess it's kind of like that. So I guess that kind of works. Not really my choice for design, but yeah, I guess that kind of works. So if you have some better ideas on what those are for and how they can look, I guess you can let me know in the comments. But that's about all that I have going on with this guy. So that's about all I have to say. So if you like this review, it looks like he's ashamed now. He's like hiding. It's like, don't look at me. But yeah, if you like this review, you like this guy or this line or anything like that, do be sure to leave a like. I'm thinking about maybe switching it up with the content for a little bit. I'm not entirely sure because it's like I meant to review this guy at the end of June, and this guy came in a little later, and then I actually hurt my hand, so it's like I'm not really interested in reviewing right now. But yeah, if you want to see more content, like a different type of content, you can let me know. If y'all are interested in that, or if you just want to see more of the manga figures, I'm definitely okay with any of that. But if you enjoyed this sort of content, you can be sure to subscribe. Um, and all of that, stay tuned for more stuff. But other than all of that, I do hope that you enjoyed, and I do hope that I will see you all later. Goodbye.